Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abachi. Remember, subscribe to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify by searching Blog Access 101. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Here today, my co-hosts, Rod and Mike. What up, y'all?
What
How
it
y'all doing?
is.
Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there watching the pod. Well deserved, man. Y'all real ones.
Great way to start that off. We jump right into it. NBA All-Star Weekend, thriving or dying. I guess I'll start it off. I personally think it's been dying for years. There's really been I don't want to say no names because it's disrespectful to some of the players in a dunk contest. But there is no marquee names that we hope to see over the years. Like back in the day, we have like a Dominique Wilkins, and then like Michael Jordan there, Vince Carter in dunk contest. Now you got players that are typically up and comers or guys that's been in the league that nobody really pays attention to. Because if you ask people before the dunk contest started that weren't or that's not fans of these four the team bases of either Orlando Magic, Spurs, or Miami Heat and Lakers. Well, we know I think people know who Jackson Hayes is because he's an okay solid big rotation player. But these other guys we didn't really know about. I'm gonna be honest. I had to look up who the hell these guys were. I seen the boy that won the dunk contest yesterday gets about 7 minutes a game for the Miami Heat. No disrespect, because you're in the league, so you made it. But again, there's no marquee names of players that everybody's like a household names in the dunk contest. They've been trying for years to get LeBron. Obviously, we know that's over because he's 41. I mean, I wouldn't say it's over, but we know it's a slim chance that would ever happen. You're still trying to get Zion. Um, you're trying to get these household names, and everybody just like doesn't want to do it. I think it was to the point one time they said, I don't know how true that rumor was, where they tried to get Bron, um, Pope, a couple other players, and they were trying to pay $1 million a head to get in it, and they all still said no. You probably got to up it because Kobe was like $1 million. He probably was like, yeah, that's nothing. Same thing with Brian. But I feel as though if you want to revive All Star Weekend, it lives and dies with the dunk contest. If the dunk contest isn't thriving, it's not gonna pop. 3-point shootout. I don't know how Dame Lillard was in that joint. He didn't play a minute in the season. I get it. He's from Oakland, and he's a hometown Cali guy, but it don't make sense to me. I mean, he won it. Shouts out to him, but we never seen a player that didn't play an entire season say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in a 3-point shootout." That's crazy. But anybody else want to add their comments to that?
Rod, I'll let you go first.
Man, All-Star Weekend been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably since Kobe retired, because he was trying to bring the effort to the actual game.
Hmm.
After that, it's been 10 years of just trash. We had a couple of good contests, like back when Aaron Gordon was doing it, but yeah, them dudes yesterday. I knew who Carter Bryant was because he got drafted recently. I'm a Lakers fan, so we know Jackson Hayes, but them other two definitely had to look them up. Especially what's his name, Kashad
Yeah, and he
Johnson.
did more dancing than dunking.
A lot of dancing. Every highlight, I didn't even watch it, but every highlight I saw, he was dancing. Um, yeah, nah, they can miss me with all of it. I watched a celebrity game Friday just because I was in the crib, but that's about it.
What you think about
Um,
Dame? Go ahead, Mike.
I believe that the All Star game needs to be totally revamped. And here's how I would do it. I could tell you right now, I did not watch a single thing from yesterday. I watched the highlights for Dame Lillard, but I had no intention of watching the celebrity game. I only watched the clip of the Knicks because it's Knicks tape over here, and I knew that we had Allen Houston who gave me my first internship ever.
Love it.
Shout out to him. So I wanted to show love to the Knicks and show love to him because I knew he was gonna be in there, and I'm a big Knicks fan. But other than that, the whole thing needs to be revamped. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's cool. The celebrity game, I'm always here for a celebrity game. You need to stop. First of all, I'm gonna break it down day by day. Don't let none of these analysts, none of these. You got Shams out there. You had this NBA analyst. It looked bad. It looked bad because I'm not going. If you talk basketball and your jump shot look the way it looked, and I'm judging you. You should not talk basketball no more at all. You should not talk basketball if you looking like that. But having those celebrities in the game, having those personalities, I always say that brings a new crowd of energy, new viewers that may not have even watched the game before. So I'm never gonna take away from the celebrity game. whatever. But Saturday, we need to change that. We need to change that
Mm-hmm.
immediately. And here's exactly what I would do. First and foremost, I don't even want to have the dunk contest no more. That's just me. We can clip that. Clip it. Take it out right now. The reason why I say take it out is because nobody's the people who have the capabilities do not want to participate, and that's cool. It is a choice. You get a choice on how you want to do it or if you want to do it. It's not really incentivized the way it used to be, where you gonna really have the ability to talk hot shit because you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You might have to bleep that out. It is what it is. But that's what I would do. I would then do exactly what the unrivaled, excuse me. Shout out to the unrivaled.
I was thinking
I
that.
would do exactly what the unrivaled did.
Continue, brother.
And we gonna run them ones. We gonna get 8 players and we gonna run them ones. And I'm gonna tell you right now, hey, we doing king of the court, 5 mil for the winner. We gonna get real incentivized with that. I still want the skills challenge because I like the way that they have
Mm-hmm.
that set up. You have 2 current players, and then you also have the veteran that come in to showcase to the old love and the old guard. I love that. I'm always a big fan of showing love to those who came before us. So I think that you keep the skills challenge. You need to get rid of the dunk contest. I love the 3-point contest. That's what it is now. You know what I'm saying? The 3-point contest is what the dunk contest was back in the day. I'm more inclined to watch to watch the 3-point contest than I would the dunk. Usually the dunk ends the night. Let 3-point end the night. And then before the 3-point contest, you have king of the court. You got 8 players. You got 3 dribbles, 10 seconds. Let's go crazy. And we're gonna see people really get embarrassed. And I'm gonna see it. And I want to see Kyrie when he healthy. I want to see Steph. I want to see De'Aaron Fox. I want to see Wemby. I want to see Joker. I want to see Giannis. I want it to all be there. I don't care what. Hey, 5 mil on the line. Put up or shut up. Let's see what you want. You got 3 dribbles. Let's see what you really capable of doing.
Kyrie
Because you
versus
can't
Steph
just
would
be a
break
big man doing
records.
that.
Yeah,
And
Kyrie
but
then
versus Steph would go
here's the
crazy.
problem with that though. You know,
3
like we
dribbles,
do
king of the
unrivaled.
court.
No. Here's the thing with unrivaled. You know, everybody was, they wasn't afraid to play for that bread. These NBA players, they gonna have the ego. And they scared that they lose to somebody that everybody considered them
I'm gonna
better than.
stop you right, bro.
Now they
The
gonna be scared
winner
to play.
WNBA players get pennies on the dollars.
Yeah, that's what
Asia Wilson
But a
signed for
lot of
like a
them, a lot of
million
them
dollar
are
deal.
scared to play though. Like the better players, like a lot of these better players now, they might be like, "No, I ain't trying to do that."
Man, yo, winner get 200K.
Yeah,
WNBA players
yeah,
ain't
like you
touching.
said, it's a good idea with the 5 million. But you know, some players that got the egos. If they lose, their ego gonna be busted and
All
shattered.
right, your ego gonna be busted, but guess what? I'm gonna say, hey, if I'm the commissioner, I'm saying, hey, I want these players. I'm
Mm-hmm.
calling them out. I will call them out on first take. I will call them out on any presser, and I'll tell them ahead of time. I will tell the player ahead of time. I will jump on the call and say, hey, I want you in this. I'm going to mention your name in this presser when we bring it up. If you decide not to do it, that's your business. I just want you to understand. The fans will be talking hot shit.
They're not
They
all
will
gonna be
be at
scared.
you. That's not
They
my
ain't,
problem.
they ain't all gonna be scared. You only need 8 to 12 of them. So
You need 8 to 12. I don't care. I'm calling out the people that I don't think on. I want the big names, but I'm gonna say I want to see what y'all about. I want to see what y'all about. The NBA makes a ton
I
of
was playing
money
devil's advocate, but
every year.
I think if you call the players
I get it
out,
sponsored.
they gonna get I would say peer pressure, and they're doing it.
Exactly. That's my point. And we really about to see who can really shake and bake. 3 second, yo, you got 3 dribbles, 10 seconds. Best of 5.
Every 3 dribbles, give me KD.
It don't
yeah.
matter. It don't matter. See, you thinking KD right now, but look, I'm telling you right now, there's players that people don't even think about. You got that one dude who play in Minnesota. He come off the
Edwards.
bench. Nas Reed,
Oh, who?
barbecue chicken.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
man
he
from New
tough, but
York.
I don't
Hey,
gotta
no,
be
no, no. I'm
KD
gonna
one
stop
on
you
one.
right there, pimp. No, I'm gonna stop you right there. Nas Reed from New York. He part of Jelly fan. He
He
part of
tough,
Jelly.
but hey, you 3 dribbles.
You
I don't
saying
got
he
him doing
tough?
too much.
Nah, brother. You got 3 dribbles. I promise you, Kyrie, all these guards, they ain't gonna do none of that. You need somebody who got length and jump shot and who can also take it to the post. I love KD. KD's a good option. I think KD should be part of the old regime, though. He should be a guard. He should be somebody who's a ref or who's talking about the game. You know what I'm saying? I would get
I'm so
personally.
legend and one on one legend. Only
Nah,
people I
that's
can
gonna
say
be
that
too much
that come
because the
close to
game is
KD
gonna be
like
too long.
1-on-1 is probably like ISO Joe,
The game is gonna be too long if that
Melo.
happens, bro. You got
That's
8
all I see.
players. That's gonna be too long. The 3-point contest is gonna have to be. You gonna need something that meets that an hour and a half
Oh yeah,
or
no,
2 hour
it's a
increment.
great idea. Nah, I'm just saying. I'm saying if you got three dribbles, the only people I would think that can possibly win it, I would say, is KD, James Harden, and
James
Kyrie.
Harden.
James get to it when he needs to.
You got to play defense, brother.
If he get the ball first, he ain't got to worry
You know
about
who
it.
I can tell you? I can tell you who gonna win that nobody really thinking of.
Let's hear it.
Who?
I said, let's hear it.
Oh, Kawhi. If we can get Kawhi, he gonna win.
Kawhi gonna be like, he ain't gonna do it.
I'm telling. If you can get real competition, there's only There's 3 players that I think will win it all. Kawhi, Jimmy, and Wemby. If we can get Wemby, it's clear.
Oh,
But
oh
they
yeah,
ain't gonna let
Wemby.
Wemby in.
Yeah, Wemby.
But
Yeah,
Jimmy,
he
he
a
cool,
cheat
but I
code.
don't see him getting it off in 3 dribbles, bro.
It's not always about the dribbles though. It's about the defense too. That's why I
It
say
is.
he gonna do it.
But I mean, if your game is not really an ISO game, this might not be for you.
It ain't always about ISO, man. It's still NBA. So unless you
All right,
got
so, all right.
somebody
So
who really trying to play
You
defense,
put Jimmy on KD. You think he's slowing down KD?
no.
See, I wouldn't even do the 3 dribbles if
Because
you
you
already
got
got
3
a 10
dribbles.
second clock. Yeah, I wouldn't do the dribbles if it's a 10-second clock
All
already.
right, 10
Nah.
second
Cause
3
we gotta
dribbles.
keep it. We gotta keep
Either
it. We
way
gotta
is
keep it
fine to
fast.
me. But I'm just saying, I like Jimmy on the defense. He's got a solid offensive game. But I'm like, it's not a
Oh, let me
1-on-one
answer
game for
Ron's
me.
question. You gotta give the 10 seconds because then they'll just hold the ball and just be doing this all the time. They'll just be doing that. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta give them the 10 seconds so that way, hey, you got 10 seconds. If you don't, turnover, switch it up. Now you on defense.
Bro, I
You
mean,
know what
I'm
I'm
rocking
saying?
with it. I
And
mean,
then
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
see
it
the
could be a good
hustle
joint. But I just got
when the
KD
game
or
come on.
Harden winning that joint
When
and all.
the game really get tight, you're gonna see people hustling for that ball because if they miss that jump shot, you're gonna see them hustling for the ball. You're gonna see them trying to play real defense. You're gonna see all that. When you get because you replace that with the dunk contest, you now do best dunk in game for the for All-Star weekend. So now you're gonna give like the Kobe Bryant award for I think it's the MVP, the Kobe Bryant award.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever gets
Yep.
the award for the All-Star game, now you're gonna have a the best dunk of the game or whatever it is. Kind of like you have the finals, then you had the finals MVP. Hey, here's the team that won, but he got the best dunk, and it don't even matter. Case in point, best dunk that I remember from All-Star weekends when Steph Curry decided to like pop the ball real high, and then he lay on the floor like this, and Giannis just come out of nowhere, grabbing the ball above the freaking midway through the damn backboard. Like he was above the box. Best dunk of the game. You know what I'm saying? But you know that they ain't even playing defense in the game. So halfway in the fourth quarter, we're gonna see who had the best dunk in game. Let's see who's doing what they need to do. I think that would be phenomenal. I'm looking forward to it. I say we do that. And then one of the biggest things, you got to find somebody who can host who's not named Kevin Hart. Like I'm just
Don't say that. They're
yeah,
going to
Philly
get Nick
dude.
Cannon.
Shout out to Philly. I love the little brother
Yeah,
city over
not
there.
Nick.
But like, yo, man, like, listen, we gotta get somebody else, and he can't be Drewski either. After what Drewski did, NFL honors, he good. Like, he good right now. Find somebody else. It could be Casanat. It could be any other comic that's up and coming that's funny that's not named those two. I think we'd be cool. Even if we do decide to get Drewski, I'm gonna tell Drewski if I'm in charge, hey brother, listen, you better put some respect on these people's name. This is family family oriented. We ain't gonna be saying no what he did with Jackson Smith and Jigba. We ain't going for that. So if you do all that, you good. You have Shaq. You could do, and when it comes to All Star, get the best 24. Stop doing this world versus US. Nah, just get the best 24. Let them wear their own jerseys, whether it's home or
Bring
away.
the old
You know what I'm
school, yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring
Mm-hmm.
old
East
school.
versus
Get
West.
that camera angle that they had that was real on the baseline where we could really see it go crazy. And I'll tell them, if I'm Team Kobe, Team Shaq, whatever it is, if y'all don't play defense, I'm making y'all run suicide. So I'll go straight Coach Carter on them. I'm not playing with y'all.
Or at least do like they did back in the day. Fourth quarter, it tightened up.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. Like that's the biggest thing. I don't care if the game is like Yo, let them play. This whole who gonna win these most points in the first quarter? Who gonna have the most points in the first half? Nah, bro, we gonna play. Let it be a good game. I'm not gonna tell y'all to play defense the first 3 quarters. I'm not. But when
Wemby
we
said
get
he
in that
playing
fourth,
defense.
lock in.
Wemby said he playing defense this year.
Yeah, Wemby saying he playing that, but I know they probably gonna have him on minute watch, man. Come on now. I think Wemby. I personally think Wemby gonna be the face of the league because Anthony Edwards he clearly don't want it, even though it's his. And I'm just like, bro, they're gonna give it to Wemby. The problem is that Wemby playing San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem. If he was
Yes,
to be in
small
New
market.
York, yeah, very small market. They a championship caliber team. Don't get it twisted, but it's still small market. You don't even see them. I don't even hear about them unless they come into play LA or a big market team. He ain't gonna lead them. He ain't gonna leave San Antonio. I think him being in San Antonio is perfect for him. However, he gonna be the face of the league. Unless you got one of these young boys that's coming in next year that's gonna go crazy and just make people be like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" But yeah,
He
nah.
got it. He got that joint on a lot. Cause like you said, Ant don't want it, even though he wanted to be in all the commercials. I forgot who said it though about Ant. It's like you can't say you don't want it, then you be in all the commercials, headlining these John with these sponsorships. It's like it's part of the John.
You know what I'm saying? It comes with territory, man. And you
Yeah.
saying you don't want it, you just trying to play basketball, but I understand why he's saying that. His favorite player growing up was Kevin Durant. So it makes complete sense to me why he acting like this.
Yeah.
But it is
All
what
right,
it
let's
is.
jump to the next topic. What are y'all thoughts on some of the NBA trades? Let's start off with the shocker. Giannis didn't get traded. I was shocked by that. I thought he was out of there. But I guess they didn't get the value they were looking for. And now my man stuck there until the end of the season.
I mean, if he was going anywhere, it probably would have been to your Knicks. Um, the Knicks definitely look like
Glad
Cat.
that happened.
You like that? I don't know. Cat kind of soft.
No, I feel like Cat would have been in that trade.
Yeah,
Personally.
he would have been.
He
He'd have
would
been in
have.
the
No, he
trade.
would have.
Yeah.
He'd have been
We
in there.
wasn't we wasn't gonna make that trade though.
Y'all got a little bit worse on
Me
the shooting
personally,
end.
as a Sixers fan,
We wasn't gonna make that trade.
I'm gonna be honest. I would hate it as a Sixers fan, but it would have been a smart move for y'all. And I'm gonna tell you why.
No, it wouldn't.
Y'all need a star, a big star next to Brunson. Brunson is a hell of a player. This is coming from a Villanova fan. But if he's
Hmm.
your main guy, you never will win a championship. I'm just being honest.
I'm not gonna. I think that we do need another star. I think that because what we gave up to get Mikal Bridges, we don't have the assets to make a trade for Giannis really go. I personally, after what happened when we got Melo, who is my favorite player of all time, I don't think that we should ever trade for a player at trade deadline, especially when his contract is up in the next year or two. You giving up assets when you can get them for free. You know, excuse me. You know he want to come to New York. Why would I give up all my players that I just re-signed? Why would I give up my depth just to get him? And now I got to try to figure it out with all this depth. And on top of that, the man injured right now. So I'm giving up my future assets for a player that's injured, and I got to re-sign him, and I got to give up my first round picks, all of which I gave up 4 when I got Mikal Bridges. So I got 4 left, and you think I'm gonna give up those 4? Now I got no future assets to even help build with the depth, and both of these players is plus 30. So now I'm just gonna be the Philadelphia 76ers 4 years ago. Like I'm not dealing with that. I'm not. I can't do it. I love Giannis. I
Catching
think that
strays
what
for
we
no
have
reason
right
here.
now, hey, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at is that like it just doesn't make sense from the aspect of what they're gonna want for him, the haul that they're going to want for a player on his caliber. Even though people are gonna say, "Oh well, Luka didn't go," that trade was I don't care what nobody say. I'm conspiracy theorists over here. That was warranted. They knew what they were trying to do. We can talk about that on another pod. But what I'm getting at is that you have the aspect of you have Mikal Bridges, you have McBride, you have um we just traded for GTA 5, fire nickname by the way. You also have Josh Hart, you have OG Onanubi, you have Carl Anthony Towns, you have Mitchell Robinson. I just named 8 players, 8, and I ain't even include the other dudes that y'all probably don't have no idea who it is. So when it comes to the game, when it came to when we made it to the playoffs last year and we made it to Eastern Conference, we literally was playing on hobble legs with a rotation of 6 players. Granted, that was on the Tom Thibodeau system. We're not gonna get into that. I think he's a great coach. However, I don't want us to go back to where that is. I always want us to have depth because when it comes to those 7-game series in the playoffs, that depth is that's gonna matter when people get tired in those third, fourth, fifth, sixth games. People gonna be tired from those games. We're gonna need fresh legs. We get Giannis, it's gonna be great. Oh my God, big name. He gonna be in a big market. But then what? Now we have no assets. We don't have no shooting. Now we also don't have any cap because now we have to re-sign him to a crazy deal, and he ain't gonna want to take no pay cut because it's probably gonna be his last contract. I'd rather wait a year, pay him then, and I'll do a sign and trade after to see. Hey, we traded for Cat. Let's see what happens in this playoffs. To me, it's an open game. JT ain't come back from the Boston Celtics. You got James Harden in Cleveland. I don't care about that. I don't care. That don't mean nothing to me because hey, he could play good or he wants to. His consistency when it comes to the playoffs is where I say we can see what happens. And most recently, the man don't perform when it comes to the playoffs. So I don't care about that. You got
It's
to.
true,
I
but
don't
I
even.
mean, him and Donovan. But the one thing I would say, I think if we went there because it helped me out fantasy wise, Jared Allen, Lob City, because you know how James Harden played with true big men.
That's cool, bro. But you know how he played when it comes to the playoffs. He want the
Hey,
ball in his
I
hand,
just need to
and then
perform for
all
the
of a
rest of the
sudden,
regular season for my
you seen it
fantasy
when
so
he
I can
played
pull
for
off a
your
miracle.
team in the playoffs when he
Oh,
played for the
we saw that
Sixers. The
game
man
7
just
performance against Boston. Not impressed. Oh, he chokes. But as far as regular season, and when he has that start like that's that true big like he had obviously with Embiid, and then now when he had with Zubac over there with the Clippers, he thrives in those systems like that. And I
This
feel like
probably the best. This is
he
a
could
hot take, but
thrive
this
where
probably
he
the best
wants to.
team. This the best team he been on.
We are number 3 in the East right now. The number
over
1
the
seed is
Rockets
Detroit.
team. But
Yeah, yeah, he got a star. He is surrounded by stars: Donovan, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen.
yeah, so first of all,
Um,
we said star, then you went I was with you with Donovan, then you went to Evan Mobley. I'm like, all right, hold on, Chad.
Evan Mobley is a talent. I ain't calling
I'm
him a
about to say,
superstar.
man, that
he's
man
he's
he
he's a
played in
talent, but he's very wishy-washy and shaky.
he's wishy washy.
Yes,
The
and
man
injury prone.
averaging damn near double,
Yeah,
bro.
but he can't stay healthy.
He plays in Cleveland, bro.
That has nothing to do with staying
This
healthy.
this team has depth.
No, we
Man
saw him
played,
last year
bro.
in the playoffs, and
You saying,
it
bro? He
wasn't good,
played 42 out of like 50 games, bro.
bro. Last year he wasn't healthy. He's every time regular season he's always out
The
extended
man
periods
is
of time.
right now. This man is averaging 18 points.
No, I
He's
ain't say he
averaging
wasn't
8
good. I
boards.
say he's wishy washy because he can't
Four.
stay healthy.
He's average. Oh, excuse me. He's averaging 18 points, 9 boards, 4 assists,
What
1
does he do? What
steal,
does he do in the
2
playoffs? We
blocks.
saw him last year in the playoffs. It was not good.
Bro, if we doing everything based off of the playoffs on how teams be, you should never talk anything about the Sixers at this point.
You should be talking about the Knicks either.
Knicks made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And what they do?
We lost to Halliburton.
Halliburton. I lost to the y'all had a smooth ride. JT popped his Achilles. Everything was written for y'all to win it all. What y'all do?
Nah,
No, it wasn't. I
there's
just
a
told you earlier in this pod we had 6 players healthy in the playoffs.
they was up three one.
That's not our fault. Killers, players in the ground.
You
They was
sure
up
you
three
want to
one
talk
when
about
Tatum
injuries?
popped his Achilles.
You sure you want to talk about injuries right now
Hey,
with your team and y'all track
hey,
record?
for us right now because you know why? Because it's forcing players to sit. So when playoffs come around, now they can actually be healthy. Because we haven't seen 100% Embiid in the playoffs yet. We haven't
And you
seen a
never will.
we haven't seen a 70% Embiid in the playoffs yet, healthy
And you never
wise.
will.
We will this season because they finally getting smart and sitting them.
You never will. You got
I,
him. You
everybody
got
like
him
I
on the
don't know
bench
why Embiid not
nonstop.
playing all these games.
You got a
I hope he
250 million
barely
player
plays
sitting
40,
on the
50
bench
games
for
this regular
25
season.
games because he's
So when he get
suspended.
into the playoffs, he's fully healthy and then he heals because there's
And guess what's
nobody can
gonna
guard
happen?
him when
He's gonna
healthy.
be fully
Or
healthy in the playoffs.
you see what he
Right.
did when he was probably like
Right. Embiid
50%.
gonna
He's
be
putting
fully
up
healthy in
40
the
because
playoffs.
we
And you just gonna see Embiid doing
Cat have
this.
to guard and be in the 7 games. He's getting cooked.
But who had to
Who?
guard him?
Cat soft as hell.
We gonna put Mitchell Robinson on. What are you talking
Mitchell
about?
Robinson is going to be instant foul trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, so who you going to have to guard him? What you going to
Bro,
put OG on him?
I'm doing exactly what I would do. I let that man run, then we just gonna play physical.
Bro, yep. Team is fully healthy. Y'all have no shot. Maxey is cooking Brunson off rip.
Stop it.
Maxey has got significantly better playing defense. I can't say the same for Brunson.
We don't need him to play defense.
Yeah, y'all gonna need him to play defense against us in the 7-game series against Maxey.
Nah,
who
bro,
gonna guard him?
So you feel that confident?
Oh, I know, bro. It's working out perfectly. Paul George got the 25-game suspension because of the PED. Now he's rested. He gonna come back fully healthy.
Let me land. Why you get so emotional? You know your team is ass. Let me just ask you a question. Ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. When we see each other in the playoffs, what's the wager?
500.
5?
Yeah, easy work.
I heard it here.
7-game series, Sixers and 6 if it goes that far. With everybody fully healthy, it's rotisserie chicken.
I'm talking right now.
Can I also take that bet?
When we see each other in the playoffs, why I gotta be fully healthy? When we see each other in the playoffs,
why would I bet on a team that's not fully healthy? Like that's just
you talking about. So you talking fantasy then? You in fairy tale land?
No, it's not fantasy because they actually the staff is actually doing something smart. They're sitting in B. He's not playing back to backs. Paul George was still recovering. Then he got the 25-game suspension. Cool. It looks bad on paper, but in reality, he's now we don't worry about him coming injured. He's fully healthy, sitting out 25 games. All he got to do is be in shape. That's all we need him to be.
Can I also take the bet?
Easy work.
Because they're gonna wipe the floor. Oh, the Knicks gonna wipe the floor with them. It's gonna be Knicks in 5.
How? Cat? No, yes, y'all have so much faith in a big man that cries more than he plays.
I don't. First of all, I did not mention Cat in my entire.
No, I'm saying, but he's going to be the deciding factor if y'all win. And if y'all banking on Cat to show up and big moments against Embiid, it's not happening.
Nobody. You are the only person on this pod that mentioned Cat.
So you expecting Brent's going to go 1-on-5?
You are the only person who mentioned Cat on the pod.
So who's going to kill him?
Who's going to go? I literally said Mitchell Robinson.
Their whole starting 5.
Why? Mitchell Robinson doesn't play good defense. He's a good shot blocker, but he doesn't know how to control his body. He's getting fouled out. He's getting body contact fouls every time.
The contradiction that you just said?
How? It's not a contradiction. You can be a good rim protector.
Play defense.
I said he's a good rim protector, but he doesn't know how to not foul with his body. Does that not make sense?
The NBA when it comes to big men.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro.
Because we know how to defend without getting body fouls. Kareem know how to defend without getting body fouls.
All I need Mitchell Robinson to do.
Mitchell Robinson does not.
Joel Embiid earn it at the line. That's all I want him to do.
Like Embiid can't shoot free throws.
I'm not saying he can't shoot free throws, but you telling me that if I'm consistently putting hands on you during the game, you ain't gonna get upset? Come on, man.
No, one time he get upset when he's talking about foul calls. And most of the time he do.
You love your Sixers, right? You love your Sixers. You know Joel Embiid hate when he getting fouled. It gets in his head. Mentally, he's not strong.
He's up there. Only person that gets more free throw attempts than him is probably Shea and James.
Brother, I'm not disagreeing with you about that. All I'm saying to you is this. If you got my Knicks playing your Sixers, stop yelling. Let me just say my point. Stop yelling.
I know you're gonna say my point
because I see that you ready. I see you ready to blow a fuse right now. If my Knicks play your Sixers in the playoffs, you got 5 on it.
With 2
yes
people.
Or no?
I'm with it.
You got
With 2 people.
With Paul George and beat everybody healthy? Yes.
Why do you gotta?
If Paul George not playing, no.
Nah. See, Rod.
What you mean? Y'all got to start moving for a play. Man, look here. Even Avengers need to call everybody. So we gonna have to call everybody.
Look. Rod. This is him right now. He's trying.
Sneaking past.
Wiggle his way out.
When have we saw a fully healthy?
Brother.
So all right. So I'm a bet on a team that don't have Paul George and Embiid in the playoffs with just Maxey. That's just insanity.
First of all, listen, we talking right now, brother. Injuries can happen on my team as well. We're talking right now. Injuries can happen on my team. Why are you blowing the fuse over there? I'm just trying to have a conversation.
There's are notable for having injuries in the playoffs.
Hey, that's not my problem, brother. You over here ride or die with your team. I love that.
Bro, I'm not riding die for a team that don't have their full players. That's like betting on a horse that they he got all these issues. And they're like, bro, let me put 100,000 on this horse at the Kentucky Derby. You know he ain't healthy. That's just stupid.
Another 2 months, bro. Playoffs don't start for another 2 months. You got 5 on there now.
When I see the team is fully healthy, I put it up.
No. You on the pod
bro,
right
I'm not
now.
betting. I'm not betting until the team's fully healthy. Until everybody's out there.
Why you not betting? Why?
Because
We
who
talking
because
right
who
now.
bets on something that where everybody's not fully there? You ain't gonna guilt trip me into that.
Everybody bets, bro.
And
As somebody who works in
they not
sports
smart
betting,
betters.
I'm answering your question.
Hey,
Everybody bets.
but everybody don't bet. Everybody
It's
bet off
called
emotion. Not
futures.
everybody bets off of logic,
It's
right?
called futures
That's why
bet, bro.
a lot of people be having gambling addiction because they just bet off
Call the
emotion.
number. Call the number.
Yeah,
Call the number,
because
y'all. Call the
I
number if
don't
you
bet
got a
off
problem.
emotion. I bet off
Call the
logic,
number
and
if you got
I
a
ain't betting
problem.
until everybody fully there.
Clearly, Rob want to call the number because he's scared. He don't want to pay. He don't
Oh,
want
I,
to make a
I
futures
ain't
bet.
scared. I just bet with
So
logic.
just
You,
so
you
do
ain't
you
gonna
agree?
finesse me into it, brother.
So if you're
So
not
hey, when
scared,
Paul George and all them, when
Rob,
Paul George is
you're
back
blowing the
and
fuse,
he's ready for
Rob.
the playoffs, and I see the Knicks pull up
Rob,
on
you're
us,
blowing the fuse.
don't worry
Rob,
about
you're
it.
blowing
I
the
ain't blowing
fuse.
no fuse. But when we see y'all in the playoffs, when we make the bet, because y'all
You
might
see,
not even get
why
there.
can't
But
we
y'all
make the
looking.
bet right now?
But when
Why
y'all
you
looking,
got
Mike
Rob?
Brown,
You see how
y'all
you
might
doing
not
this?
even see us in the
Yo,
playoffs.
mute yourself, man. Mute yourself. Let me talk to Ross where you can't answer. Mute yourself because I want to talk to Rob.
Y'all team thinking y'all
Rob,
gonna do
mute
something,
yourself.
but y'all over there struggling right now with Mike Brown.
Mute yourself.
Nah,
Just
I ain't
mute
gonna mute
yourself.
yourself. All
Nah,
right, let's hop
just
on
mute
to the
yourself
next
because
joint.
every time I try to say something, you start yelling. I can't even hear my own self.
What you say?
I'm trying to get Rod's opinion on a matter, and you keep yelling when I ain't even trying to talk to you. I understand how you feel. Just mute yourself. I want you to hear it. I'm gonna let you get your time to talk. I'm gonna let you get your chance to rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? But let me just talk to Rod. Let me see what I gotta say. Just mute yourself. I don't want you interrupted. I don't want you interrupted. I would appreciate it if you could just give me my moment. I appreciate it.
You gonna
Thank you.
turn the Joe and everybody not even hear you. But go ahead, Rod.
Rod, listen here, man. You see how your man over here? He over here trying to
Bro, here
wiggle
go
his way
these
up.
Knicks fans.
See, he won't even stop.
Knicks fans.
See, he won't even
Bro,
stop.
Rod, go ahead. You the one still talking. Go ahead,
I
Rod.
wanted to talk to Rod. I was talking to Rod. Can I talk to Rod without you interrupting?
Go ahead.
Can I do that? Can I do that, Rod?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Rod, you see how your man over here, Young Hibachi, he's trying to wiggle his way out this? Yo, if the team's fully healthy, we in February, bro. It's All-Star weekend, bro. Like, you want to play this bet or not? And yet you're still talking.
You already talking.
How did you pledge?
You was doing so good.
Put you in the cut. How did you pledge? Stop talking.
Hey, I ain't pledging no more, champ.
You stay pledging. Look, see, this is what I know, man. You always online, brother. You always online. They ain't teach you.
Yeah, all right.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen, man. You gotta listen.
Bro, Rod over here. Take, man, because this dude gonna keep talking, so we can go to the next segment.
I asked you 4 times in this conversation.
No, you keep talking. Rod, go ahead, man.
I'm trying to talk to him and say something. Every time I say something to him, you start breaking. You start chopping in and giving your 2 cents. Can me and him talk? Can me and him talk? Because he said he want to place the same bet. I'm trying to show him what it is. I need you to mute yourself. I'm going to give you your chance to say what you got to say. But don't interrupt me when I'm talking to the co-host over there. That's what I'm asking. Can you do that?
Just get to the point.
I'm getting to the point that you keep cutting me off. I can't talk and you keep cutting me off. Damn, man. Ron, you see how your host over here, he keeps saying if the team fully healthy, if this, that, but he don't want to just place the wager. He talking about, you got to call the number. You got to call the number if you're a sports addict. We talking about a futures bet right now. We talking about futures bet. If we see each other in the playoffs, it ain't even a guarantee. But if we see each other in the playoffs, no matter what the team look like, he can have injuries on his side. We can have injuries on our side. That's part of the game. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he don't want to perform unless the team is fully healthy. You see how he's trying to wiggle his way out. That's why you can't trust him. That's why you can't trust him. That's what I want to say. So, Ron, you with me, right? You putting the same
bet
with the Knicks?
The Knicks gonna cook him.
That's what I'm saying. So you gonna owe us, right? You saying Rob gonna owe us? He gonna owe us a band. You gonna split that right down the middle.
Sound good to me.
Barbecue chicken. All right. So watch this.
It sound good.
Rob, would you like to place the bet right now? Would you like to
place
I'm not
placing the bet until Paul George, I see you healthy, bro. Until I know he's in shape after he came out the 25 games. Bro, it's a 25-game suspension.
Now he gotta be in shape. Now he gotta be in shape, Lord.
Bro, 25 games is you sitting out for a minute. I'm just gonna make sure you're good.
Hold on. Didn't you say earlier that this is actually smart? That they sit in
back but you still gotta make sure he's in shape while he's sitting out these 25 games.
Look, you not even listen, brother. I need you. This ain't nightcap, man. We ain't gonna talk over each other, man.
Oh my god, bro. He said, bro, you're sitting out 25 games. 25 games. I need to see you come back once you come out there, John. You in shape. Because he said he had mental health issues. We don't know what's truly going on with him.
We know what he did.
No, he said
25 days suspension for
he took the
PED.
medicine because of mental health, but he didn't
My
say
man,
what type of mental health issues he was having.
my man popped his Zanny.
So
My man,
so I'm like, I got to
he's a
make sure he good.
14-year vet, and all of a sudden he got mental health problems. You know why? You know why I think he got mental health problems? Because the man been more. I see him on more podcasts than I do in the game, and people
For his
noticing it.
career after sports.
I ain't saying you can't do it, Pimp, but you got to make the main thing the main thing.
I give you that.
You
Kobe
got
would
to make
never.
it the main thing, man. You just constantly injured. What are you doing to change that? You stretching before the
I mean,
game? Why you just
like I
always
forgot who
injured?
said it best. It's like one O'Hare said it. It was like a lot of these new age players really ain't playing for the love of the game, and they just playing for the bread. And you see a lot of players like him and Anthony Davis get injured, and you can start thinking like, yeah, they probably right, because if you get injured a lot, that means you ain't doing what you're supposed to post game, which is recovery and then working out properly. So
There's a
that's
player in the league
a lot
right
of these
now that's
players.
doing it for the love. You ain't
But
putting the ice on your knees.
I can say the few players that are probably doing it for love now is probably like, of course, Braun. I would say Ann Edwards.
You just said he ain't doing it for the love of the game. So who you just literally said Ant ain't doing it for the love of the game.
When did I say Ann Edwards not doing it for love of the game?
You
I
literally
was,
just said that.
yeah, he
When?
probably doing. He probably. I would say he loved the game
Bro,
though.
Ann Edwards love basketball. He just don't want.
I'm
He
not
don't want.
saying
He
that. You
don't want to
mentioned him
come
when it
with it
came
with
to injuries.
being a face. I ain't never say Ann Edwards don't love basketball. Where you getting that from?
You literally just mentioned him when it came to the injuries.
I said Anthony Davis.
Oh, I apologize.
What?
I heard Anthony Edwards. I
No,
apologize. No, if you said Anthony Davis, I own up to that. I apologize. You see what I did? I owned up to it. You know what that is? That's growth. I need you to follow me.
brother.
I
No,
need you to
but
follow me. I apologize for my blasphemous takes. I need you to do the same. So make this wager right now, and we can move forward amicably.
I ain't gonna guilt trip me, brother. Until I see him
Ain't no
fully
guilt
back in
trip.
shape when he come out of 25 game suspension, I ain't putting nothing down.
Hey, for the people that edit this, I want it to be known. Clip this part that my man over here, and I want it to be a title. He ducking the fade. I want you to have that. We'll put that as a title. Big
It's
title. He's
called
ducking
having
the fade.
logic, bro. Everybody, yeah, you might get other people with that emotional take. It won't get me.
Ducking the fade, man. Ducking the fade. And then hashtag Philly nonstop.
Hey,
Let them know you got a Philly dude.
Hey, Rod. When you in the fade, you supposed to take the punches, or you supposed to duck them. That's why Floyd the best boxer of all time,
Yeah, he
best defensive
allegedly just
boxer
broke
ever.
his hair right now. I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie. You saw what he did at that Laker
hey,
game?
I ain't say he was the best financial of all time. I say he's the best defensive boxer of all time. But again, that goes back to like you gotta have the right team around you. Unfortunately, he did not, man. But
It's a wager, man. It's a wager. You either with it or you're not.
hey,
That's all
you
I'm
gotta
saying.
have that logic. But
No
all right, let's
talent, you
jump
not.
into dealing with Trinidad coming back for the umpteenth year back to college
Hey, what's his
football.
name?
I'm just calling him Trinidad James, but his real name was what? Trinidad Chambliss. But I like
Mm-hmm.
Trinidad James better. His middle name should have been
Hey,
James. It could have worked.
for
Trinidad
the
James
social media
Chambliss.
person. For the social media person, man. See if we can get that Trinidad James clipped up. Get that song ready. Clip that up for
Hey,
this
see,
part, man.
his parents weren't thinking they should have had the middle name as James. That John would have been a bop. But
Gold all on my watch.
but you know,
Y'all
a lot of
this.
people, it's like 50-50. Some people cool and some people not. They saying, oh, how many years he gonna come back? I mean, shoot, if you can come back as many years as you want to keep getting that bag, like I said before with the other player Charles, that play Alabama, exploit the system that exploited you for 18 years. But I'll let
Man,
y'all start that off.
Go ahead, Rod.
I really, I'll keep it short. I really wanted Ole Miss to beat Miami this year and play in the chip. So I'm real happy that he's coming back, even though he won't get to play Indiana. That's all I
That's
got.
it?
That's all I got.
My thing is this. There's a player in the NFL right now. I mean, not in the NFL, in college football right now, who's in the same high school draft class as Trevor Lawrence. I believe he played for Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
He's a linebacker. He's in his ninth year. I don't have an issue with Trinidad playing an extra year when you went the JUCO route first. I got no issue with that. I think that what he did is right. They trying to punish Ole Miss because they actually have a bunch of talent. But my thing is this: I say it all the time when it comes to football. What you did last season don't mean nothing that you did this season. You're gonna have a new head coach. You're gonna have a new regime because how am I forgetting Buddy name who was the head coach for LSU? If one of
Oh,
y'all could
Lane
help me.
Lane
Kiffin.
Kiffin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
had Lane Kiffin, he just left. He took LSU job. So let's see what happens in this transfer portal. If it was really worth it. And honestly, I'm also not mad at him for doing that. The man was, if he was to come out in the draft right now, he's equated to be either a second or third round pick. I would go back, showcase my skills even more, so I could at least be a first round pick. At least be a first round pick. See what I could do. Hopefully, it works in his favor. It is a gamble if you do decide to stay in college. You can get injured. Your play could be bad depending on where you go. All that type of stuff. The question is, I want to know this: is he going to stay at Ole Miss if he now that he's eligible to stay in the NCAA? Now that he's able to stay in college, is he going to stay with Ole Miss? Who's to say that he ain't gonna go to LSU and follow Lane Kiffin?
That'd be
That
crazy.
would be hilarious.
That would be
Hey,
wild.
oh, this, go ahead, help me get here.
Whole
Hey,
time it was
before y'all
Kiffin
did, I'm gonna
lawyers.
check the deuces at y'all. I'm gonna go to LSU.
If he that's I ain't gonna lie, that's a little scandalous. But hey, man, gotta be loyal to yourself and your pockets. But nah, I feel like he stays at Ole Miss. But it's definitely it brings up a topic where it's like, oh, how many years these players are gonna keep staying there? But now with the system change, you got eligibility. Like Mike said, he played JUCO route with JUCO route first. And also like you talk about the second, third round, you get an opportunity to see if you can get that first round. And also you still get bigger bad because your second round, third round pick, you make a significantly less money that you would make at college with these NIL deals, particularly being in SEC. So it's a smart money move as well as a smart move for him to boost his draft stock. So it's a win-win for him. Hopefully this injunction stands because we saw what happened with the bull from Alabama where that injunction got declined by a
What happened
judge.
with him?
Yeah, the judge basically was like he couldn't show how this was like irreparable harm, how he couldn't handle this outside of the court. So,
I understand.
so
The
hopefully
one thing I will add
Trinidad
about
sticks.
the one thing I will add about Trinidad is that he better play his ass off this upcoming season because the
Hmm.
next year's draft class for quarterbacks is gonna be strong. It's gonna be real strong. So you're gonna be seen as a high second round pick this year, and you might still be seen as a high second round pick next year, even if you play well. Because you're gonna have a lot of quarterbacks coming out next year. A lot of quarterbacks. They saying it's gonna be a very heavy quarterback draft class next year. So we gonna really see. You already know Arch Manning is gonna be eligible. You're gonna have Dante Moore. He's probably gonna want to do
Hmm.
that again. Probably get out. You're gonna have there's that other. I think he played at LSU last year. Nusenheimer or whatever. I think he's coming out next year or has an opportunity to come out next year. There's a lot of quarterbacks in the next year's draft class that could go ahead and waive their rights and go try to make it to the NFL draft, and it's going to be quarterback heavy, and that's not even including Trinidad. So if he's able to ball out the way that he did this past year, I think he has a great opportunity to showcase he could be a top 15, top 20 pick depending on exactly what's going on. I don't think that he has the talent or capabilities, in my opinion. And I'm no expert. I'm no expert at all. But when he goes into the draft next year, I believe that he's going to be either 23, 24, 25. In which case, you're probably either going to be a low first round pick because of the age. They always gonna want that player that's gonna get those extra 2 3 years younger, so that way they can have him in the league a lot more. Because if your team is terrible, your O line is probably terrible. Can he take those hits on a consistent basis? Probably not. It is what it is. Your dual threat. I think that he has a lot of opportunity. Don't forget the wideouts that's gonna be coming out next year too. So depending on how the draft lines up, if he plays similar to how he played this past season, he might be a late first round, early second round pick, which is where he would be now because the draft is not for quarterbacks at least. There's only two that I could think of, and that is Fernando Mendoza, who's number one, and then you got Ty
Hmm.
Simpson, who I think is going to go anywhere between 15 and 25. And
Yep.
after what Trinidad did this past season in the SEC, I think this was a chance for him when he has a big name for him to come out in the draft. And if he can showcase his skills at the combine, he have a great time.
maybe he turn up out there, Ole Miss. Because I mean, one thing I like about him when I watch during the college football playoffs, like he takes control of, control of the ball. A lot of quarterbacks, even the older ones that more seasoned, like tend to try to like force things. I see with him, he makes the smart reads. But as we talked about earlier, obviously he was overshadowed by Mendoza. But then, like Mike said, dealing with now with Archie Manning and Dante. And then also, what's that quarterback that transferred? I think he transferred to over to Texas Tech. I can't remember his name, but I know he's going to be in that class. Like you said, it's
Dude
definitely
from
now.
Penn
This is more
State
of a
too.
huh?
Got that quarterback from Penn State too.
Well, Drew
You,
Alar.
Oh, okay.
yeah, he got an opportunity to come out as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of quarterbacks. We just named, not even including Trinidad. We just named 5 or 6.
Julian
How many
Sam might come
quarterbacks?
out.
Huh?
Julian Sam might come out after 2 years.
Nah,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Oh, slow your roll,
What's
plan.
what about what about the brother from South Carolina who played for the Gamecocks?
He's real good. Lenoris, something with an
Yeah,
Sellers.
S.
Yeah.
yeah, he can come out as well.
Yes, yeah,
He
that's
eligible
crazy.
to come out next year too.
Shit, you talk like that, he might have. Well, I guess he get at least he get another mil this year in NIL or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that class is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
So
He
he
doing
got to
all of
pray.
this. He's doing all of this to hopefully be in the same position that he is. You showed up, you played well this year. You got a strike on the iron that's high, and you in a quarterback class that only got 2 quarterbacks.
I'm already convinced he about to Dennis Schroeder himself.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm already convinced.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, look, we just named 6 to 7 quarterbacks, not including Trinidad, that
Yeah.
are all potentially eligible to go into the draft next year.
And that's just the quarterbacks.
And that's just quarterbacks. That's not even including Ryan Williams being available. That's not including other linebackers, safeties, D linemen, all these players that are eligible that could really go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't even put Dante Moore in there yet. And don't forget, you still got Pat Mahomes too. He could come out as well, technically, next year.
Raiola, yep. I
Yeah,
don't think
he coming back from injury, so he'll probably stay, but he technically could get in out of the draft this year. I mean, next year. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? And what about the players that we don't even know about that could have a Fernando Mendoza type of season?
shout out to
Then go
Mendoza,
crazy.
man.
What'd you say?
I said shout out to Mendoza, even though he was at Indiana. Another win
Hey,
for
he
the
gonna
Big
be
Ten.
he gonna be in my city soon. I'll see him in a few weeks. We just
Yeah,
got.
man.
I talked to Mark Davis. Um, yes, that Mark Davis. I talked to him for a hot sec when I was at In and Out. He loves In and Out. I saw him in there. I was like, "Hey, how you feeling?" This is right before they announced that he was in San Fran to talk to Clint Kubiak, just to have a conversation. And then I saw him at In and Out, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He knows me very well because I used to work for him, so we had a good conversation about what he's got going on, and I'm looking forward to what happens. I think that Clint Kubiak being there, Spytek being there, Tom Brady being there, I think that's going to be all great. I hope Max is able to stay, but they gonna need to fix that old line for Fernando Mendoza, man.
oh
If
Max.
they smart, if if the Raiders is smart when it comes to Freddie Mendoza, they need to set him for a year. But he's gonna be the #1 overall pick, so I know that they're not gonna do that. You got Gino with an abysmal old line. Let him take all the hits. Let Mendoza play the last 5 games after he understands Clint Kubiak's system because you're playing for the long haul. There ain't no point.
GM
Playing for the
Mike.
long haul. Do it, Pat Mahomes.
No, that's smart.
What you say?
Nah, I mean that's smart. I definitely pick a Mendoza for dynasty purposes. Because yeah, because I mean you guys have a decent team. Well, like you said, your O line is
Who he throwing to besides
what's
Brock
the one
Bowers?
boy? What's the tall 6'5" is Thornton?
He ain't do nothing. Ain't no
Well, I
damn.
mean he
He
had
can't get
Gino throwing
separation.
the ball. He's solid.
He can't get separation.
That's true. I
He's
mean,
six
but hey,
five. Only time
because
if I was
I
a
think
coach, the
what
only time
he
I'm
ran
putting
he
him on
ran
the
three
field,
four three at the if I'm not mistaken the combine, right?
yeah, but he can't get separation.
Hey, he got a year under his belt. You got to
I'm not
what
man
they say, you either adapt or you die.
or die.
Yeah. So Let's see if he adapts this year too. Get that film, and now you got to work against DBs in the league. Let's see how year 2 is.
Hey man, listen, I hope the Raiders do well in certain aspects. I got a lot of friends over there that I still rock with, so I hope that they do well. But I just don't think that they're in a position to do well in this division right now. You
Yeah,
got you
yeah,
got
you got Denver. Yeah,
Denver, KC, and you got LA Chargers. Like, come on, you got two of those teams made it to the playoffs, and the other team who didn't the past several years won like 3 Super Bowls. They come on.
I mean, but hey, pressure either makes diamonds or bursts pipes.
Quick question for you, because I don't want to get this confused, Rob. Are you still a Cowboys fan or are you an Eagles fan?
Go Birds, brother.
Oh my God.
Go Birds, my guy. I don't know where you've been
Uh,
at.
When did you jump ship? I
when
wasn't aware
Dak
of
when
this,
Dak got that 5-year contract, I said, yeah, that'll do it for me.
but he played well this season.
Hey, he's a regular season quarterback, not a playoff quarterback.
Oh. So what you
oh.
saying? So what you're saying is that Dak is Joel Embiid or James Harden?
Well, Embiid shows up in the playoffs when he's like 40%.
So is he more James Harden then?
Nah, because even James Harden has some games and good games in the playoffs. It's the game sevens when he don't show up.
So who would you say Dak Prescott is to the NBA players?
T-Mac.
T-Mac is crazy.
I'm just saying, not out the first round. Uh-oh.
You thought
I'm
about
just
that one
being
for
hey, you said
You
give me
thought about that
comparison.
for a minute,
you,
right?
Is
you
that
thought
is
about
that
that
is
for a
that not a
minute.
good comparison? T-Mac.
Oh my
No,
God.
first round exits consistently.
You had this in the bag for weeks,
Oh
didn't
no,
you?
bro, that was off the top of my head. And it was fantastic, wasn't it? It was a fantastic comparison because y'all like, damn, that's a good comparison. I can't even say nothing back to that.
T-Mac gonna hop in the mentions and start talking crazy.
T-Mac is a Hall of Famer, so no disrespect, Mr. McGrady, but you didn't do well in the playoffs. I'm just gonna be
Mr.
honest with you.
McGrady. Mr.
Why you gotta be so
McGrady.
proper? Why you calling me so
Right.
proper?
Hey, T-Mac was my guy. But the facts is facts, the truth for truth. He couldn't get out the playoffs when he was the guy. But
Why
he
didn't
was
you
ring
want to say
chasing
Ben
and still ain't
Simmons,
get
bro?
one. Huh?
I think Ben Simmons would be a better comparable.
Nah, because then Ben Simmons, he would have some good games in the playoffs. It'd be the
So would
pivotal
that.
games where he would choke.
So would that. It would be
No,
the
he didn't.
defense that would choke.
Bro, can we talk about the Rams performance? Abysmal. That was
Well, wait.
a T-Mac performance. Playoff performance. That was a T-Mac performance.
Talking about the game we just lost?
No, this is back. What was it? I think it was 2016 to 17.
Why are you going back a decade?
No, y'all want to open up the book. Let's turn the pages. 2016, 2017. Woody had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Choke. That was not the defense. I've said it before. I said Dak Prescott is a hell of a quarterback regular season. Bright moments, he does not show up. Mississippi State, Heisman watch. What happens? Doesn't show up in the big moments.
I liked him so much at Mississippi State and never liked him as a Cowboy.
Like he's a great leader and a great regular season. But when the playoff and the bright lights come on for them to produce, it's not going to happen. It's not going to
So
happen.
when they gave him the new contract, you said I gotta go.
I said, "Go Birds, baby! I'm back home. What up, Philly? What it do? I'm home." Hey,
How long you been a Bird fan? How many years it's been since?
we'll be going on 2-3 years now. Y'all can't say
So
y'all can't say I came when they won the chip because it was right before it.
I never. But they went to the Super Bowl before.
Wasn't a fan then.
You wasn't a fan. Okay. How you think they're gonna keep AJ Brown, man?
No, I pray they don't. I pray they don't keep AJ Brown.
Where you want him to go?
I would say if you wanted, like, I would say go to New England because now
Is that
he's
because
the guy.
he
He going
loved
to
And
Green
New England?
Bay.
I feel like he's gonna throw a tantrum there because he gonna have the same issues. A solid, I mean, of course, Josh Jacob isn't no Saquon, but he's a solid running back. I feel as though he need to go to a team where he is the guy, and that's New England, in my opinion.
I mean, y'all probably would get Romeo Dobbs or somebody back.
Please, but no, we do not want injury prone himself. He stays over
Uh,
there.
he was cool last year, I think.
Just send us picks. That's all we need.
Yo, Rob, I'm just stuck on the fact that Rob is a cow. Excuse me, he's an Eagle fan. My whole
Yeah.
time that I met him, he's been
Go
Cowboy.
That's what everybody say. But hey,
when I first found out, I had no words.
You know what they say when you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's insanity. You know what? Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, maybe I should do something different instead of just running into the wall. Maybe I should make that left turn.
So, are you saying that you were insane for multiple years?
Oh yes, no question. I've come to my senses.
Are you on any medication currently?
Nope. I know what I'm on a medication of: peace and relief.
I don't know. You about to have some stressful years with these Eagles too.
Oh, no question. But you know what? At least I know the quarterback gonna show up in big moments in the playoffs.
There's rumors going around that y'all might trade him.
Well, those rumors are just rumors because we know that's not gonna happen.
That ain't true.
He's not that good.
should be.
Prior to you being a fan of them, remember they had Carson Wentz, who was on the MVP caliber season, and then they drafted Jalen Hurts.
And why did they draft Jalen Hurts? Because Carson Wentz was injury prone, which is some of his knocks going into the draft. And no, they no longer became knocks because here we are. Carson Wentz injured again.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Shout out to the Bros. Jalen Hurts. But I don't know if he's gonna have his career continued in Philly. We'll see. The man had a new old lineman every year that he's been in the league since college as well.
He about to be on a steady regression.
New offensive coordinator since what? I think he hasn't had the same one since and Alabama.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same one since college.
It's crazy. But here's the thing: that just shows how talented he is because that's an insane stat. But this guy still shows up day in day out. Outperformed Patrick Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl. Should already have 2 rings. But we're not going to talk about James Bradbury. Hate him.
He on that Russell Wilson trajectory.
No, we can't say that because slow down. Slow down. We're not gonna wish that bad like what hurts, brother. Not gonna win.
He not getting another ring. I'm telling you, he not getting another ring.
The reason why we didn't win this year is because of our offensive coordinator. He couldn't catch a cold if he went outside in wet pants with no jacket. This is why we lost. He was incompetent, and that's the nicest thing I can say about him. Incompetent, grossly incompetent, and we still.
What was he running? 4 verse the entire game?
I don't even know what the hell he was running. I think Stevie Wonder could make a better playbook than what he made. You got Saquon Barkley picked up, and AJ Brown and Smitty, and I don't even know what the hell you're doing out there. And your offense is choking and losing games to the Broncos because you just can't get anything right.
Somewhere in America,
he got hired, right?
Yeah. Where at?
He's the passing game coordinator with the Miami Dolphins.
Hell of a demotion.
That's why the Miami Dolphins. You have 17 games of footage of him being in. 18, including the playoffs. And y'all say, hey, let's hire this guy as our passing game coordinator. Miami fans, I'm sorry for you because you guys are about to be drinking a lot of beers and probably doing some drugs if that's your thing. Because watching Petula draw up plays is like crashing into a wall with no helmet, expecting to be okay.
Yeah, crash dummy, man.
Somewhere in the world right now, Dallas Goddard is saying, hey, he was cool with me.
I bet. Speaking of, I got a question for y'all. I want y'all takes, right? Because we talking NFL. You have Kyler Murray, who looks like he just played his last game in the Cardinal uniform. You have Tua Tagovailoa. I hope I pronounced his name right. I think he played his last game in a Miami Dolphins uniform. Where do you think those quarterbacks are going to go?
I know where I want them to go. I don't know
Okay.
whether I so badly want Tua to go to Kansas City and have this be his prove it year while Mahomes recovers.
They can't
All
do that
why you say that?
because of Cat.
Yeah. I mean, if he get cut, maybe he could sign for something cheap. I don't know. But yeah, he definitely cooked in Miami.
If he gets cut, I could see him making a move like that because they still gonna owe him all that money, and he can sign for pennies on the dollar. So you want Tua to go to Kansas City where it's completely cold, and okay, they
Yeah.
have no.
If
It's not even dome, just pure outside with no wideouts.
he
He'd be in a
gonna have to
worse
toughen up.
position if he was out there.
He playing for his career at this point.
So I'm gonna tell you if I think Kyler Murray, if Minnesota wants to go win now, they go get him and tie him up with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. That would be a
Oh,
crazy team, and that's probably be the best team he's had in his entire career.
over nine?
Huh?
Over nine?
Yes. JJ McCarthy has not shown me anything yet. I'm sorry. And
No, he asked. JJ, I'm sorry. I'm a
and I,
Michigan guy, but JJ, I didn't think you were gonna be a pro before you left the school, and here you are now.
They got the GM fired, man.
and if I'm Tua, all right, Rod, you might hate this, but if I'm him, I'm going a year. I'm going to the Rams because clearly something like you take that many hits to the head, something is off. You need to sit out, not sit out a year, but you need a year to like focus on your health and learn under a quarterback that's thrived in the league for umpteen years and finally won the Super Bowl and then won MVP at 37. Matt Stafford's on his last leg. I'm just gonna be honest, but it's a hell of a last leg. But he's on his last leg. He's 37 years old in the league as a quarterback. If I'm two, I'm going there for a year, learn under that system. Um, Under McVay,
Might as well
who's
go to
in my
San
mind
Fran if that's how
offensive
you
mind.
took him.
Uh, I don't know. I think he needs to go somewhere where he gets his mind right and gets everything back and things. So the year afterwards, he's locked in again. That's my take. Because I
None of
don't
y'all
think
mentioned.
Tua right now. I don't think he helps anybody in his current state that he's in.
He better than any option Kansas City got for the year.
If I'm Kansas City, I'm tanking because especially if I get the news Travis Kelce retires, yeah, let's go into rebuild mode because this is over. I'm just saying.
What
Unless
about
you go back and
Pittsburgh?
get Tyreek Hill.
What about Pittsburgh?
That's where I would want Kyler to either there
I
or
was thinking,
Miami.
yeah, but I would have went Tua there. Tua got to go somewhere where like he's not the guy.
I think Tua will be fantastic in Indianapolis.
That's
That's a good point because they so they can revive quarterbacks. Look at
that's
Danny Jones.
Well, you
Danny
gotta
Downs.
think
He's
Daniel
staying.
Jones is coming back from injury, so they probably not gonna give him a crazy deal. And
That's
you
true.
can get Tua for pennies on the dollar, and they play in a dome. All their games is indoors.
That
But
would
where
be.
does it leave Anthony
Uh,
Richardson?
He
and you
cooked
got
anyway.
wideouts. You still got JT in the backfield. Your O line is competent. It could work
Well,
out.
we just got to see what happened with the game. But I mean, but yeah, then that's AR. He's probably have to be out of there. But who gonna want to take him when he's injury prone?
He
AR is
he's
still under
ass.
his rookie contract though.
He
He is
is, but it's
ass.
like who gonna want to like? It's got to be a team that's like, and they gonna send him to a team where they're gonna be terrible because nobody like a good team gonna be like, oh, I don't really know if we
He
want him.
is he is no longer an
And
NFL starter.
I don't think,
Cooked.
and just to backtrack on that, what you said, Rob, I don't think Kyler is going to end up in Minnesota. I think that Minnesota is going to make that phone call
Kirk.
to Atlanta and bring him back.
Oh, I mean, I was thinking that too because it's like it's the good reunion, but I think Kirk Cousins and I love Kirk Cousins even his days when we worked with the Commanders. I was about to say the other name, but I think Kirk is done. I hate to say it. He showed spots like he could do something, but if this is a run you want to make a championship run, I don't think he's your guy anymore. He'll get you to the playoffs, but you're not gonna get to the dance.
Yeah, put him behind a real good defense.
Which
Well,
Minnesota has.
yeah, they have a good defense, and you got Flores coaching it, but it's like I don't. We seen Kirk Cousins. He had a few games when Penix went out, but it's not gonna be enough to get you to the promised land. It'll get you to the well, but not the promised land.
Penix is on his third ACL tear. I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him.
That's
So I
yeah.
think that they might try to get Kyler or Tua, or they might just try to keep Kirk. We'll see.
I
Kyler
would
and
say
the
Kyler their best option because you don't
Kyler
want
and
to
the
get another injury
A,
prone.
Kyler and the A would be
Go
crazy.
crazy, city go crazy. But I feel like that's good takes. But did y'all want anything else before we wrap it up?
Yeah, one more thing. We talked about, I believe, on live path, the last pod, excuse me. We talked about the head coaches, and how they made all those moves, and pretty much the Rooney Rule is out the door, because you had 10 head coaching opportunities, and only one went to a POC. For those who don't know, a POC is a person of color, but just for the views and whatnot. But how you guys feel about? I don't know if you guys have been aware, but because we mentioned Brian Flores, you know that he's suing the league right now, and the judge ruled that it can be in open court and not in arbitration. How you think that's going to pan out for him when it comes to the court case and whatnot?
I guess from a sports manager background, it's definitely they're gonna look at him as, oh, this guy was gonna bring a lot of problems to us. Of course, and another reason is because, like you said, person of color, he's black. That's gonna probably put a dim on his light. Whereas a person not of color, if that happens, they probably look the other way. Unfortunately, we all know it's double standards when it comes to people of color, particularly black men. Um, and I think this is actually going to damage him where he's not probably won't ever get another coaching job, a head coaching job, if I'm being honest. And I feel like
I
he'll be
agree.
stuck at defensive coordinator.
I agree with that last part. I mean, I don't think. I think before they got rid of the Rooney Rule and before like the world took the turn to where it is now, probably was a case he could have won. I don't see him winning the case. I don't see him ever coaching as a head coach again. It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's how it looks to me.
Yeah. Sadly, I mean, he's a great coach and great football mind, but as we know, we have to be 10 times as good, and sometimes even that still gets overlooked.
I mean, Raheem Morris isn't 10 times good as a lot of coaches, but
Well, we're not gonna shoot one brother down to get one up, brother. But that is true. um, but yeah,
Awesome.
so I would pray he would win this case, but I don't think he will, sadly.
Well, it just got put in the open court, so I think that there's a good chance for him to win. It's just a matter of what happens and how that goes about.
All right, Rod.
Other than that, I mean, Unrival's been lit. I watched the one-on-one championship yesterday.
Sensational. I'm mad my baby
Sensational.
Alicia Gray lost. But go ahead, my bad.
Same, same. I thought she had it, but that is a great idea. I hope the NBA steals that because hopefully they learn from the women. Like the women, nobody who lost was embarrassed. I think Courtney Williams lost. She didn't score, and it was like we laughed with her, not at her. So yeah, fellas, put those Eagles aside and save the All-Star weekend.
Couldn't agree more, man. Appreciate y'all coming on, man. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.